The Kitchener Rangers are pleased to select Michael Hage from the Toronto Junior Canadiens.
But at that stage in the draft, we want talented players and we want the best players, and he was the best guy. And so that was kind of the reason why we looked in that direction. At the end of the day, I think, you need talented and high-end players to win in this league. And, we haven't picked in the top. That was our first time picking in the top 10, I think, in almost a decade, I think, since the 98 draft class. So we kind of have to find creative ways. It's not really an option for us in Kitchener to have a bad year and be bad and tank out and get a high draft pick or an automatic guy in the top 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 overall picks. So sometimes we need to be a little bit creative in the way that we're accumulating our talent and finding high-end players. So we were really excited to select Michael.
Out of Sewell, New Jersey, Cole Longacre.
Yeah, he was a guy that really intrigued us throughout the year. He's just a really good blend of size. He's a big kid. He's 6'2", 6'3". He's pretty mobile. He's got really good skill for defense. When he can pass the puck, he can shoot. He put up pretty good points at that level. So we just look at Cole and see him as being a potential, pro prospect, and a guy at that size with that skill that could really blossom and be a really good, not only OHL player, but potential pro down the line. So we were really targeting a defenseman after selecting Michael with the first pick. We thought we needed to go with a defenseman, and he was by far the highest guy we had on our list at that point.
Congratulations there. And then the Kitchener Rangers, Justin Bottineau of the Toronto Marlboros, Anthony. So player who made the trek in from Burlington to play for the Marlies.
Justin's, when you watch the Marlies play or you watch the GTHL, he's a heart and soul, hardworking, kind of like a blue collar type of player. But on top of that, he's got skill, he's got a good shot, he's got hockey sense. So it's a really nice mix. When we watch Justin, it's a really nice mix of all those things. And those are all things we look for and make a player successful. So we were excited to select Justin in the 3rd round. We think he's going to be a really good OHL player. We just love the kind of jam and compete he brings shift to shift. It's very rare to see him have an uneventful or shift or take a shift off, and he just works every time he's out there. And then couple that with the skill and hockey sense, I think we're going to see really good things from him in the future. So we were really excited to be able to pick him in the 3rd round. Yeah, Luca was really high on our goaltending list. He was a guy that our scouts, and specifically our goalie scouts, really zoned in on. He's a really big kid. That's the first thing that stands out about him as a goalie is how big and imposing he is in his net, but he moves really well for a big guy. I think with goalies, as you know and everyone knows, they take a little bit longer to develop. So we're not gonna rush him, but we see him having a bright future with his size, his mobility, his athleticism, and his compete level in the net. Like you said, he played on maybe not the strongest team. He saw a lot of pucks this year, and that can be really difficult for a goalie to constantly see that many grade A chances and that many shots per game. But he always battled every game, no matter what the score was. And we just like that mix of size, athleticism, and compete in the net. He's just a really steady player, we thought. He's a guy that maybe isn't as flashy as some other guys, but he skates really well. He's really mobile. He makes good decisions. He defends well. He does all those little things that, a defenseman, sometimes it doesn't show up on the score sheet at the end of the game. But if you watch the game closely, he's breaking up plays with his stick. He's defending well. He's making life tough on opposing forwards. And then, once he does have that puck, he's able to make a good outlet pass and get that puck moving north. So Lex was a guy that we were really excited to grab in that round.